Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Oh man, today was one of those days where I'm tired. I should be in bed asleep, but instead I'm working on videos and overall trying to get this YouTube thing going. What recent videos have I've actually uploaded a few videos. It's funny, I uploaded a few videos before Walking Dead. I need to get my phone and stuff ready to upload some videos from my phone because I was doing that earlier. I was more so like just working on videos this weekend. What did I do yesterday video related? I can't remember what I did yesterday video related, but anyways, what am I going to talk about? Because I think I did a random talk yesterday. I don't want to do two random talks in a row, even though I should. I feel like it wouldn't be a problem if I did. I mean, I'm the only one behind my podcast and stuff, so it's crazy. That's one thing for sure. I'm like, it's just crazy how many things I'm behind, like running a podcast, running a business on YouTube. What else? Like just overall running a business on the internet. Period. Like, it's crazy how much I do in just little time. Like, I never would have thought that I would be capable of doing as many things as I'm doing now. But it's like, when you're very driven, you just don't really care. Like, I don't know. My thing is like, I think if I was a car, I would have like no like maximum speed limit. I wouldn't have no top speed. Like, my speed is like to infinity. Like, that's my worth ethic. Like, just keep going faster and faster. Like, there's no reason to slow down. There's no reason. I guess maybe like slow down and enjoy the view maybe. But other than that, when you're chasing something, yeah, you just gotta go and just gas it. Like, that's one thing. I'm gonna probably turn this into a motivational episode because I feel like some people they need some motivation out there in the world. So yeah, I'm like, with your dreams, with what you got going on in your life, just have an infinite top speed. Like, you're saying you want your top speed to be at like 200 miles per hour. Go above and beyond that. Go above and beyond that. You gotta think about it. People are trying to make cars go 300 miles per hour. Where did I see somewhere? I think it was a Bugatti, and they made that car. It was like all big hype when that car was hitting like 260 something, and now it was they made it to where that car can go like 300 miles per hour. There's no limit to speed. Like, speed, it could be really slow, it could be really fast. Whatever you're comfortable with and whatever gets the job done, keep going at that speed. Keep going at that speed. My thing is like, I feel like that I am already going fast, but I feel like I'm not going fast enough. I feel like I could be doing can be going way more faster than where I'm at right now. Like, it's to sit down and think about like having 15 YouTube channels, trying to maintain them. I know I can maintain them all. I know I can make videos on all of them. Like you guys gotta think. I was making like 20 videos a day and stuff, and I think that's more so why I wanted to create that goal, creating 20 YouTube channels, because I can record 20 videos plus more a day. Like I can record like 20 videos each channel. Yeah, like maybe not each channel, like maybe like one video for each channel and stuff, and plus more. Like it really depends like on when I wake up and when I'm ready to go to sleep. Like that's how I work. That's my thing. I'm like, okay, if I'm ready to go to sleep now, then I'll start working on videos. When I wake up, I'm thinking videos. When I'm at work, I'm thinking videos. Like there's times that it's just I'm up like during work, like writing down its ideas and stuff for YouTube. Like my thought process with YouTube, it just there ain't no like ending to it and stuff. Like I'm always thinking of something and things. So even with customizing the shoes, I'm like I want to do that. It's like it's just the working part. It's just I wish I can do more. Like I wish I can just letting y'all know I got a little cough drop and stuff, but yeah, I wish I could do more. It's it's upsetting where it's just you can do more. You've seen yourself do more, but you can't at the moment because you gotta be an adult. You gotta take up responsibilities and things, and the whole following your dream. Like it just seems like that I'm working all day, but following my dreams is like a 10-minute break. Like, and that's just so messed up. Like you like saying it like that, it's so messed up, but it's facts. It's true. Like that's me. That's what I like. That's what I do. Like I work all day. I come home. I'm tired. I try to do YouTube, and it just seems like it's just a small little break. Now I gotta like prepare myself for work tomorrow. Make sure I'm getting a good amount of sleep. Making sure that I'm not all tired and all that stuff for the next day. But there has been times where I'm like, should I just stay up all night? Like, forget this sleep stuff. Like, just stay up all night. But then I'm like, I don't also want to be like at work and then end up passing out and then end up having to go to the hospital or something because I'm not getting a good amount of sleep. And I might end up like hitting my head on something and things. So that's why I'm like, I want to do YouTube, but then it's like also just like the working stuff on the side. Like it just really puts like just a lot of stuff in your way. It's like that's why I'm like I really just want to just do YouTube full time. Like that's the only thing that I really care about at this point. Like doing YouTube full time, and just overall like helping out those around me. Like and I know people, if they ask me like, what do you want to do like when you are able to do YouTube full time, just help out people around me. Since like I'm not gonna have anything else to do, like of course like work on myself, focus on making more moves and things. But overall, there's people in my life where I'm like I can't see you like this anymore. And that's another upsetting thing where it's like you wake up and you see, and it's like I know it's like the people around me are not suffering, but in my head I'm like they can be doing so much better. Like they can, I know they can, and I know I'm like, and I know if I had the tools to give them and things to be a better person and things, I'm like oh yeah, I would in a heartbeat. It's like my one friend, I'm always talking about her and stuff, but my best friend Priscilla, I'm like it's just seeing her company in such like a small state. It's just like I don't know. Like I wouldn't really. I mean, she's doing good for herself. I can't say that she's not, but just seeing it in a small state, like knowing that it can be better, knowing that this can be like one of the best like businesses to ever like be created and stuff. It's like it's upsetting when you just you're like working your way to the tools to give her and things to like have a better business and stuff. And I'm like, it's just that whole thing of like going to sleep knowing that I couldn't have done it that day and stuff. That's where it hits me. That's when it like upsets me, where I'm like, yo, like I seriously could have done something today. And it's just like that's today. Like I felt like today I was just so busy, and I'm like, man, like during this time, like I could have been like recording the video that could have blown me up. Like I could have been, or like coming up with a song idea or coming up with a TikTok idea or coming up with a podcast idea, you know? Like, when I have, like, and I'm like, you know, I was hanging out with family today, so it was, like, no big deal and things. It was no problem, but it's just, like, when I'm out on the weekends and it's just, like, and that's when I start, like, I feel like when I'm away from my house, that's when I start coming up with all these YouTube ideas and stuff. And that's, like, and then when I, like, go home and it's just, like, I try to do it, and it's just, like, I don't know. I get like a lazy bone like attached to me and stuff. Like, that's one thing that I really just dislike about myself is how lazy I just treat YouTube and things. I'm like, I should not treat something like this. Like, and especially if it's my dream, like, I shouldn't be lazy about it, you know? Like, I feel like it's like went from like being motivational to venting. Like, overall, I guess I just want people to hear my story and hear like what's going on through my head, and that's just one thing I feel like I have to tell you guys is that currently right now I feel like that I'm being really lazy with YouTube. You know, like, I feel like I could be doing so much better. I don't understand like how back years ago when I did have the time, like, I feel like that the one person that really did like motivated me a lot with YouTube was my friend Priscilla. And I'm like, I wish I would have known her back when I was like starting high school. You know, we were in like two different parts of the, you know, well, I wouldn't even say world, but I say like just two different like parts of the area that we were at and stuff. But still, I'm like, now, you know, her, because I don't know, I remember like before when we met, I can't really, I feel like that my mind with YouTube wasn't all the way there. But I felt like meeting her, that really like opened my eyes and stuff with YouTube, saying like, you can't treat this like a joke. Like, you can't just like not be lazy about this. But I'm like, I still have like that bone attachment. Like, that's one thing I had to say that's holding me back. Like, I wish I could just like jump up middle of the night, record like 10, 12 videos and things and go right back to sleep. But I'm like, I don't know what stops me from doing that. Like, I know I can, but I just don't understand why I can't. Like, well, overall, me being lazy. I don't understand, like, for what though? Like, why? Like, why am I being lazy? You know, it's like questions I have to ask myself, and it's like questions I just don't have the answers for. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's like, I'm not trying to sound crazy or anything, but it's something where I'm like, man, like, what's wrong with me? Like, where is the 2015, 2016, like, YouTube version of me? Where is the guy that was, like, I was over there pushing out, like, 10 videos plus and things. Like, I was pushing out so many videos a day on my gaming channel, and then when I started making, like, other videos, like, when I was making reaction videos and all these other things, I was like, oh my goodness, like, I was going crazy with it. It seemed like at a point where I was just all like, man, when am I gonna stop? And then, like, I don't know. I know when I got this job in 2016, like, I can't, like, you know, I can't say that I don't like this job. Like, all the people there are cool and stuff, but I just really felt like there was this job that, like, it drained a lot out of me and stuff, to the point where, and I had to, that could be the case. You know, that could be the case. I just need to grind a little bit more with YouTube, work a little bit harder and stuff, so I can be that person again. But I feel like, you know, when you're gone all day and you're running around and you're like catering to this job and things, and it's like, then you try to go home, it's like, then I just got like a comment on YouTube and things. It's weird sometimes. Like, I'll get notifications from YouTube and I won't get notifications from YouTube. But anyways, what was I saying? Freaking then got distracted. But no, alright, no, that's what I was saying. It's like being beaten within an inch of your life, and then you try to like start up a fight with somebody. You know, it's like, that's how I would say that if I had a comparison, or if I had to like turn YouTube into something that and it's like involving me, that's exactly what it is. I feel like that it's just, I'll get like beaten up so badly, I'll stand right back up and I'll try to like start a fight. And it's just like, and it's just keep getting like, I feel like that it's like, this is the one fight that I need to like just hurry up and get it over with, and then I can focus on the next fight. But I'm telling you, man, it's like being who I am, it's hard at times. You know, you got so many things like running through your mind, and it's just like, you know, you want to be a better person, you want all these different things, and it's just, you know, like, it's, I don't know, man, it's hard at times, but it's like I feel like maybe at some point in time, like, I can reach the point, but I don't know, like, I want to see it, but I can't see it. Like, I can't see my, like, I don't know, it's like I see like parts of it where I am doing good, you know, like I do have this like big fancy house and things. That's another thing where it's just all like, I feel like I'm gonna have all of this, but I still feel like it's just, I'm gonna be alone. Like, that's one thing where I'm like, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, you're gonna have your friends and everybody there, but that's one thing for sure. It's like, it doesn't matter how many friends that you have around you. It's like, you still going to feel alone. You still gonna feel like that you just don't have the right people around you and stuff, regardless of whether you have the people there or not. Like, I just feel like that I'm gonna end up getting all of this. I'm gonna end up, like, you know, getting the fancy house, the successful YouTube career, the nice car, all of that. I'm gonna get all these things, and I have this vision where I'm gonna be standing like on the balcony. Like, I don't know, I've had this vision for years where I'm standing on the balcony of a house and it's dark out, but I'm like the only one there. Like, I can't celebrate it with anybody, and that's a vision that's been sitting in my head for like years. Like, I feel like that's overall when I'm working for it. I'm like, I don't want that, but then again, I'm like, if that's what it has to take, I'm like, you know, I guess, like, I ain't really got like a say so. I mean, I do have a say so what goes down in my life, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, whatever happens. Like, I can't overall stop it. Like, I'm not gonna be able to like see it ahead of time and things. So it's yeah, my mind right now, it's just all kind of screwed up. So I'm a work in progress. You know, I will have to say, I feel like that should be the name of this episode. I'm a work in progress. Try to make it a motivational episode, but it didn't go as planned. But, you know, it's I'll have to say, the advice that I would give people is like, don't have negative thoughts. Don't have the wrong people in your circle. And if you do have the wrong people in your circle, ignore everything that they say, because like overall, it's like they don't have a say so in what goes on in your life. You have a say so in what goes on in your life. If you have a dream, if you have a vision, like, follow that. Don't throw it away because, oh, they don't agree with what you like. It could be your own like people. It could be your close friends, your close family. It doesn't matter who it is. If they're telling you that you're not going to make it, if they're telling you like, find something else and this is what you want to do with your life, as long as you are not hurting anybody in the process, it should not matter what anybody says, as long as you're not hurting anybody in the process. So that's why I'm like, when you have a dream and you want to be this successful business person, right? And people are doubting you, let them. Let people doubt you. So eventually in that time, like, if you're like in a situation like me where you are really lazy and stuff, and then there's just that one just like random just burst of energy where you're working as hard as you possibly can day and night, you don't really care about the consequences of what you do, and then all of a sudden you just blow up. And then, like, you're at, because it's like, you guys see it kind of like a pursuit of happiness, like, life's, like, you know, kind of story and things. Like, that's to me, is like one of the most motivational movies and stuff. Like, it's movies like that where I'm like, where he gets what he wants at the end. Like, that's where it's just like, it's good, you know? It's good. Like, just for those that hadn't seen that movie, like, Will Smith's character, and it's based on a true story too, but Will Smith's character dealt with so much stuff. He dealt with so much stuff. I mean, he went broke. He was homeless. He had a kid with him. They were living in homeless shelters. At one point in the movie, he was sleeping in a subway bathroom. At the subway station, he was sleeping in the bathroom. He's trying to sell. He invested all his money in this like machine that didn't even like I guess like it worked, but it's like it was just like it's one of those movies where I'm like, you have to watch it. You have to watch it just to see how much, because there's still things I didn't even discuss. There's so much that had happened in that movie where it was like, man. And it's when you have like a dream and you're just following it, like you're so driven with it, and then you watch a movie like that, you can relate to it. Like, it's crazy how much like I can relate to that movie. I mean, yeah, I'm not like homeless or sleeping, but I just feel like that the situation that I'm in, like the way that he felt, like, and you can see it in his eyes, you can feel it. Like when you watch that movie, it's a movie and stuff, and it's acted out and portrayed. It's this Hollywood movie and stuff, but you felt everything that you watched in that movie. You felt everything that you watched in the movie. That's why I'm like, that's one of my favorite, like, I like Will Smith when he's all comedy and, like, you know, laughs and stuff. But out of all the serious movies that he did, it would have to be The Pursuit of Happiness and iRobots. Like, I mean, he did crack some jokes in iRobots, but that's one of my favorite movies. Like, I don't know why, but I'm like, I could watch iRobots any day of the week and stuff. But along with Pursuit of Happiness and things, Pursuit of Happiness is one of those. It's one of those serious movies where it's like you have to watch it. Like you have to just like understand how that feels and things. You know, and there's times where I'm like, there's times where I just like I get like really, really, you know, depressed with YouTube and things because I'm like, I know I can be better. Like I'm like, man, I feel like that it's just like when I do decide to like upload or post something, do something things, I just feel like that it just doesn't reach the audiences they should. Like I just feel like that I'm doing all of this stuff, like I'm at like the bottom of this hole screaming to people and things like, oh, I got something cool and like magical down here, but it's overall like just like nobody's listening to things. So YouTube could be the ones to blame. Like, you know, they're not letting me get attached to the audiences that I'm trying to get attached to and things. Along with that, because I think I was also talking about that, yeah, being blackballed on TikTok. Like, I feel like I'm not reaching the audiences that I'm reaching on there too. So it's like a lot. Like it's really a lot going on and things. But what can I do? What can I say? All I can really do in things is just wake up tomorrow, do the same thing all over again. Like I'm like being all tired right now and stuff. But anyways, yeah. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, y'all know the drill. Use my promo code TMossBoss and they'll knock $20 off your first purchase. I don't even really feel like doing this whole intro or outro thing because I'm like, this, it doesn't feel right when you didn't have some serious, like, deep conversation like that. And then, you know, you try to do, like, some outro and things like, nah. I don't know. I wasn't feeling that outro. But anyways, yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.